Hello everyone, I'm fB and I'm here to bring you another edition of fB's weekly race. This is an endurance race that I host every Saturday, which lasts for about 1 hour on a track that's released just before the race goes live. The track used is a mixture of different styles that you find in stadiums, such as tech, dirt, full speed, obstacles, etc. No registration is needed to participate, simply join the server before starting time and you will be eligible to play. We're seeing some warm-ups right now on this week's track, which is Flying Gigo's Wonderworld by Gigo. At the moment I'm no longer accepting maps since I got so many to go through. I'll let you know once I'm accepting maps once again. Before the race goes live, I also want to mention that I run a time attack competition on the most recently used map. To participate, upload your best replay of the map to Mania Exchange. The deadline is set to 2 PM CEST on Saturday. More information about this race can be found below the stream or VOD. So we are starting in about 1 minute and we have over 200 players participating this week, which is just so awesome to see. That is really a goal I wanted to reach and now we have reached it. So we will start in 50 seconds. I will disable the chat just before we go live. Hopefully we'll have a pretty smooth race. Of course, with 200 players it's bound to be a bit pretty crashy. Probably a lot of players will have their game crash, unfortunately, since the game is pretty unstable. But yeah, I still thank everyone for participating and hopefully it will go pretty smoothly. And yeah, I can't really help you guys now. If you write in the chat, I will have to focus on the cast. We are starting in 20 seconds. Good luck, have fun. And no doubt that some players will probably crash now when we start the race, but yeah, nothing I can do about that. Just how it is. Alright, 5 seconds ago we are starting the race and I will disable the chat. So give me just a sec to do that. Disabling chat. Alright, so the race will start. I'll put on some audio as well. Actually it's on already. So yeah, over 200 players. Let's see what the actual number will be once we start. And let's follow Omnipots in the first lap. Omnipots who of course won last week, and in total he has won 4 times, which is third best. Only Raisons and Sand are ahead of him. But we are live into the first lap now. 203 players participating this week, and Omnipots will actually clip the wall in the start. But yeah, still very early on, and wow, I should not put on the names, I guess. That was lagging quite a lot. I hope my game won't crash. I'm getting some huge stutterings right now. Wow, this is crazy. Anyways, Omnipots into the first lap here. Saw a bit of a stretch. This map don't have a long stretch, unfortunately. I did say I want to add those stretches to the maps, but since a lot of the maps are already built, the ones that have been submitted, it's kind of hard to add these stretches, so hopefully it should work better when I accept maps once again. Anyways, here is the first out of 2 respawn checkpoints. However, the second one you don't actually have to respawn in, so we'll see how many players have figured that out. That is slightly faster. I'd say you save about 1 second. See how Omnipots does it? Yeah, no, he actually respawns. So in that checkpoint you can actually not respawn and just go to the left, and it will save some time. So Omnipots haven't figured it out. Might figure it out during the race. In the lead we have Tween at the moment, who's never won the race. However, he has won the best lap once before. And yeah, we still have got 197 players driving, so not too many players who had their game crash, or well, some of them might have also just quit the race. That is entirely possible. So we are through some tech turns now. This map pretty tech heavy, I would say, but now we will enter a small obstacle part with a roof hit, which we saw in race 25. You gotta make sure that you brake just as you leave the roof hit. And then soon enough we will reach the next lap. We just got some grass turns left. Coming up here, can be a bit tricky. And we are into lap 2 out of 22, which is the number this week. So the race should take about 45 minutes for first place to finish. And then a 15-minute timer will start for everyone else to to finish the race as well. Anyways, let's take a look at who is currently at first place. It is Azuba Tween, looking to win the race for the first time. Has participated a couple of times, but doesn't have any noteworthy positions. I don't think he's been in top 10 before, so has won the best lap though, and is of course a very known player. And yeah, we'll see how we will do this week. At second place we got Edward from Poland, drives for TRT. Actually, Cocktail will pass him. Very close right now, of course. Positions will change a lot. Here's Tom for MD, also a Polish player, doing well so far. We of course got Shorty driving, Shorty who has participated a lot of times. His best position is second, and he's been second 8 times in total. He's leading that ranking. I actually wrote up some stats for this week, so it should help me a bit. Shorty with 8 times second place. Second place is Spam with 5 times second place, and then Sand is at third with 3 times. And I should also put on this, keep audio always on. So yeah, Shorty's still looking for that first place. We also got Raggle driving the race, has been on the podium twice, 2 third places, and with that he is third in amount of third places. Marius89 got the most with 4. See who else we got? We got Speedy Need, who is driving. He's been at third place once, his best position. Link, who has, I've been saying that he has been on the podium before, actually has not. His best placement is at 4th. Paxmauer, Speedy Need's teammate, also driving the race. We got Sia, the Italian player, also a very known player. Has not had any good results so far in the race though, maybe this week. We got Fuzzy driving, has participated many times before, and has a couple of top 10 positions, I do believe, but no podium. We got his teammate Doom driving as well, another Korean player. Taskbolt drives for Penta from Australia, and I know it's pretty late in Australia, but hopefully it's still playable. We got Dexter for THE, Shorty's teammate, driving. QWERTY is also driving, another Polish player. Jerem is driving for the 3rd time, I think. We got Jeffrey driving as well. Many Polish players this week. Of course, 200 players in total, so... What else do we have? We got Angelo for Cam at 20th place. Himix, another Alpha player, and this is a Swedish player actually. Could be a new player for the race. We got about 20 to 30 players each week that play the race for the first time. Then lastly we got Ollie for Penta as well, from Switzerland. I keep saying he's from Germany, I think, but he's actually from Switzerland, currently at 20th place. Let's take a look at the live rankings again. Omnipots has gone back up in the lead. Omnipots has won the race 4 times, looking to win for the 5th time. And yeah, I want to go through the pages as well, just to give some attention to other players that are driving. Trying to focus on the new players. I think Asensio might be a new player. Drives for Alpha, Italian player, currently at 31st place. Next page we got the Exy from Australia at 44th place. It's nice to see more Australians, and also maybe from New Zealand, and I also want of course Americans to play in the race, but I do know it's pretty early, especially like the West Coast in North America is you're pretty screwed if you want to participate in the race currently, unfortunately. But yeah, it's hard to find a good time that fits for everyone. Next page we got let's see here, trying to find a new player, maybe Rit for Flying Dragons. Of course almost 700 players have participated in total in the race, so sometimes I am wrong, sometimes the players have played before. Next page we got let's see here, we got ABB or AB for Cam at 70th place, French player, going into lap 4. Next page, this is gonna take a while by the way, so many pages this week. Makusta for Spam at 94th place. Pretty sure we're gonna beat the record of players finishing, which is 104. Pretty sure of that. Next page we have Mali Lesio, also from Poland, at 110th place. And by the way, if you're wondering about why there's no audio for the cars when I switch, that's some kind of bug with the game. I have to press ESC and the audio usually goes back, sometimes not though. Next page we have Who do we have? We got Losh for G2H. Might be a new player at 126th place. Next page we got Kripke is driving and is currently at 136th place. Next page we got Ghost, also an Australian player, currently at 156th place. Next page we got Run JY Beach, something like that, from France, currently at 161st place. Next page we got Kiek or something, probably mispronouncing that, at 180th place. 178 now. Next checkpoint. And let's see if we can find the player who's currently last. It should be on this page. Maybe no, it's frostBeule, it looks like, at 187th place. So that's the current amount of players still driving the race. We had 203 starting, so still pretty decent numbers. Alright, so let's go back to the top now. I will mostly focus on the top 22 just because it's easier for me. I can just click on the name to the left and I don't need to use tab. Well, I will go through the pages one more time though during the race. Alright, anyways, Edward is now at first place. And that would be a pretty big surprise. Although he has done good before, I'm just gonna check my Google spreadsheet to see Edward. He's played 2 times before, and those were the 2 previous weeks. First time he got 20th place, and then last week he got 5th place actually. So Edward is actually a very good player, and right now is leading the entire race. Omnipods though only half a second away, looking to win for the 5th time. Dominates this race, and yeah, last week he won with over 20 seconds I think. But far from the record though, which is 37 seconds by Raysons, who hasn't played in a while. But of course Raysons has won the race the most amount of times with 9 in total. And we do see these players respawning here. I thought for sure that these top players would actually not respawn there, because when I did some practice myself on this map I found that was faster, but maybe not. Shorty now at 3rd, finished 3rd last week as well, and as always is at the top. He is such a consistent player, one of the most consistent players in Trackmania, I would say. Cocktail still doing well at 4th place. Speedy Need often also in top 10, right now at 5th place. Again, has been on the podium once before, 3rd place, which was I think the very first race, if I'm not mistaken. We got Leo, BX3 player, and he's currently at 6th place. I wonder if he's actually participating for the first time. I could be wrong. So yeah, he's doing well. Doom at 7th place, but it looks like Raggle will pass him. Yes, Raggle of course, been on the podium twice. 2 3rd places as mentioned before. Ollie right now at 8th place, but Leo will pass him. Oh, Raggle made a mistake there, so he drops down in the rankings. Still only 11 seconds, or 12 seconds I should say, between 1st and 22nd. And Tween, who was at 1st place at 2nd lap, is now at 22nd place. So that shows one mistake and you are losing a lot of positions. It's really key to stay without mistakes for as long as possible. That's gonna give you good positions. So Tween right now at 20th place, takes 2 positions. Ooh, looks like Omnipods has fallen down to 4th place now. He is 1.5 seconds behind the top, which still is Edward. He's doing well in this race. What else do we have? Dexter still doing well at 11th place. Oh, and we saw Dexter actually not respawning in that checkpoint, so it could actually be faster to not do it in the first checkpoint as well. Pretty hard though. Let's see if Dexter respawns in the second one. Kinda interesting. Yeah, okay, he respawns here. I still haven't seen a player who doesn't respawn there. I thought for sure that everyone would do that, but apparently not. Maybe actually you have to like slow down a bit. Maybe that makes it not worth it. I don't know. It's possible. Tween has now gone up to 16th place. As I noticed this widget is a bit misplaced, so fix that. See here if any new player has showed up in the top 22. Yes, here is Manta, formerly known as Link. Swedish player driving for Penta, currently at 20th place. See what his best position is. Real quick. Actually, I haven't replaced his name yet in the Google spreadsheet. So Manta's best placement is 9th in race 23. Right now he is at 17th place. We still got 178 players driving, so for each lap there are going to be players who either have their game crash or they quit the race. Yeah, the game is unfortunately very unstable. I really hope Nadeo will try to prioritize the game a bit more, especially for these kind of events. I think that would be great. We see Tween setting a new local record, 2 minutes 5 seconds 86 hundredths. So we can take a look at those records right now. So Tween currently in the lead, the only player under 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Cocktail is at second, Edward is at third. Omnipod's usually got a fast time, but currently only at 7th place. Oh, and now Shorty has gone up in the lead, has passed Edward. Will this be the race where Shorty finally wins? Again, has been at 2nd place 8 times in total, and has been on the 3rd place 3 times in total. So in total he's been on the podium 11 times, and that I think is the most out of anyone. I could be wrong though. I forgot to add that stat. I will have to add it for next week, I guess. But yeah, Shorty currently in the lead, just ahead of Edward, and Cocktail now at 3rd place, just behind Edward, very very close, and also Omnipods not too far behind. Doing well. We can actually take a quick overview look of the map. I like to do that. We see how many players are driving. So yeah, over 200 players started this week, which is really cool. Previous record was 164, so we beat it with quite a lot, to say the least. And I guess I can go through the live rankings with this. So Shorty currently in the lead, about 1 second ahead of Edward. Then Cocktail at 3rd, Omnipods at 4th, Speed You Need at 5th, Raggle at 6th, Alexor at 7th, Leo at 8th, Link at 9th, Taspult at 10th, Tween now at 11th, Jerem at 12th, Paxmauer will pass Jerem, Qwerty at 14th, Ichigo, seems like a new player, at 15th place, Payne at 16th, Dexter at 17th, Manta at 18th, Ollie at 19th, then we got, Fuzzy at 19 now, Ollie at 20th, Liandugu at 21st, and Asensio at 22nd. So yeah, we got this Ichigo player, which I am pretty sure is not a real player. It's probably Masa who keeps driving in the race with a fake account for some reason. It's pretty sad actually why he keeps doing that, but yeah, I guess that is his decision. So Masa, I guess, no. Actually, this player's score will not count. I will have to just ignore that time in the scoreboard. It's a bit more work for me, unfortunately. But yeah, I doubt Masa is really caring too much about that, as he makes a mistake in this 3rd turn. Let's focus at the top again. Shorty remains in the lead and has extended his lead now. He is about 1.5 seconds ahead of Edward. So still Shorty in the lead, ahead of Edward, and then Cocktail at 3rd. Yeah, I suppose I can't say for sure that it is Masa who's driving under that name, but whenever there's a new player who shows up in the top 22, it's usually Masa though, because he's been participating in the race with a fake account many times, even though he's permanently banned from the race. I'd really like to see maybe his Team Dignitas tell him to stop doing that, because it's pretty disrespectful against me and the race and everyone who's participating in the race, but sadly they are not doing anything about it and pretty much accepting his behavior, which is yeah, really unfortunate, but what can you do? Shorty into lap 8 right now, and now he's over 2 seconds ahead of Edward. Shorty is on his way to win the race, still very early though. 22 laps in total will be played, but Shorty right now looking to win the race for the first time. Cocktail at 3rd. Speed lead at fourth. If Edward and Cocktail gets on the podium, we have two new players who've never been on the podium before. Both Speed Need and of course Omnipot. And Raggle at 6th place has been on the podium. Omnipot's actually 10.5 seconds behind Shorty now, so that is also pretty interesting. I want to see how Shorty does this speed part. Does anything differently. But it seems like all players are actually respawning in this upcoming checkpoint. Alright. Looks like Edward actually gained half a second on Shorty through the speed section, so that's interesting. Cocktail about 4 seconds behind right now. Still only 22 seconds between first and 22nd place. So very close race. We got 176 players still driving. So yeah, pretty certain that we will beat the record of amount of people participating. Yes, Edward doing the roof hit, no problems. Yeah, not really any changes here in the top for a while. We still got the same top 6. Then we got 4 seconds down to Taskbolt at 7th. Leo is close by as well. Oh, did someone pass him? No. We got overlapped Circuit Breaker. Tween was at 1st place, then dropped down to 22nd, and now is at 10th place. He's 19 seconds behind the 1st place though, so quite a lot. And he actually set a new local record again, 2 minutes 5 seconds 56 hundredths. Edward had it before as well. So Tween driving good, but maybe making a bit too many mistakes. So losing time with that. Let's see here, who else do we have driving? It's currently in the top 22. The Andugu is doing really good at 18th place, of course. The teamless player from Germany. Driving through that dirt turn, and here comes the first respawn checkpoint. For some reason the fB's weekly race images are not loading on the server. I'm not sure exactly why that is happening, because there should be a lot of logos throughout the map, but for some reason they're not loading, and also they are not loading when I play it in solo. Even if I have download enabled, it still doesn't work for some reason. So that's kind of unfortunate, especially when I record the time attack videos. Kind of would be nice if the logos would be shown, but yeah, I guess another bug with the game. And now Shorty got a 5.5 second lead in the top. He is on fire right now. Wants to get that 1st place. That's what keeps him motivated. Mostly motivated. I guess he also likes playing these endurance races. Just in general, I think he participated yesterday in a Indy 500 race, which took like 2 hours, just playing on a circle basically. So yeah, he's a fan of endurance for sure. Edward has now dropped down to 3rd place, and he is 8 seconds behind Shorty. So I guess that's where that gap came from. Cocktail has gone up to 2nd place now. Omnipot remains at 4th place. Makes a mistake though, and that's a bad place to crash. Just before this long stretch, I think Raggle might be able to pass him. Not really, but he's getting much closer to Omnipot with that. So that's a place where you definitely do not want to crash. You'll lose so much time with that. In fact, Tween has now gone up to 9th place, just behind Speed Need. He's working his way up. He's not. He's actually gaining time on Shorty, like half a second or something like that. So still doing pretty well. We are into lap 11 out of 22, so we are halfway through this race. And I guess I should go through the pages one more time. Hopefully I will not click on players I've already clicked on. Let's see here. We got Siap at 25th place. So still not in top 22. Next page we got Camo for Zero, Clan Zero, who I guess mostly known for hosting public servers. He also hosted a 12-hour race on an RPG map that I cast last year, I think. Next page we got Chapo, and I think Chapo is not respawning. At least he asked before the race if it was possible to not respawn. Let's see how he does this part. No, he still also respawns, so I guess it is faster to just not do it. Or like much safer at least. Probably. We got Shock at 68th place, another German player. Next page we got Jerem or Subliminal at 85th place. Might be a first timer in the race. Next page we got Targi for a New Era, another German player. Although he's playing with a Swiss skin. For those who don't know, the game loads random skins, so it gets kind of confusing. I kind of wish it would always just be the country they're from. I think that would make more sense, but yeah, it is what it is. Next page we got Dragon at 122nd place, Spanish player without a team. Also crashes here just before the stretch like Omnipots did before. We got Spuro for CZM, Czech Republic player at 138th place. About to enter lap 12. Soldier remains in the lead ahead of Cocktail and Edward. Next page we got no, I thought we had Dot playing, but that's not a player apparently. We got Nitro for S7, another Czech Republic player at 150th place. I think this might be a new player as well. And let's see now if we can find the player who's currently last. Krampel, no, Kontos maybe. Smeedle is unfortunately has disconnected here, or just standing still, sure. I think it's actually Kontos at 163rd place, so that's the amount of players we still have driving. That is a really good number, that almost beats the previous record of players starting, so I mean, that is really good. So yeah, let's go back to the top 22 again. Focusing on the top with Shodi in the lead. Less than half of the race to go, and he has a 5-second lead over Edward, who is at 2nd place. His best position is 5th for this, so this would be a very, very good position for Edward. And then Omnipots has gone up to 3rd, just ahead of Cocktail. Omnipots who won the race last week with over 20 seconds, but seems to not be handling this map as well. Of course, he's at 3rd place and only 5 seconds away from 1st, so I guess he's still doing pretty alright. Has won 4 times in a row, not 4 times in a row, but in total, looking to win for the 5th time. And with that tie, Sand for 2nd amount of wins. Raysons, of course, still leading with 9 wins in total. And it probably would have been a lot more if he could participate in the race, but he had to take a break. Might be back later this year, we'll see. So yeah, Cocktail now at 4th place, but very, very close to Omnipots. So close between these players. Raggle a couple of seconds further behind. 9.5 seconds behind Shorty. Of course, finished at 4th place last week, so looking to get another top position. Taspol doing really good at 6th. And I'm gonna search for Taspol on my spreadsheet to see what his best position is, and it's 7th place. So right now this will be a new best position for Taspol with 1. Took 14th last week. Took 7th in race 24. So Taspol doing really good as well in this race. Started with over 200 players, which is just really amazing. I wonder if you can actually get a full server, which is 255 players. I guess the sky's the limit at this point. I'm just kind of worried the game won't be able to handle that, but yeah, should try at least. Anyways, speed you need right now at 7th place. 15 seconds behind Shorty, who remains in the lead. We got Ollie at 8th place. Jerem at 9th. Alexor at 10th. Mostly known as an RPG player. And actually gets a landing bug after that roof hit. Here's Leo at 11th place. Ichigo, whoever it is at 12th. Slink, or Manta I should say, is at 13th place. Tween now drops down to 14th, so he's really going up and down in this ranking. Go past Manta there. Fuzzy is at 15th. Asensio doing well in this race at 16th. Link at 17th. Paxmauer at 18th, and Sia has now entered top 22. He's currently at 19th place. Liandogu at 20th. Surd at 21st, and then QWERTY currently occupying the 22nd position. So that's the top 22. Shorty into lap 14, still in the lead, now with 6 seconds. Will this be the race where Shorty finally wins? It's worth repeating that he has been second 8 times in total, and then an additional 4 times third places, so has been on the podium 11 times, and yeah, really want to win it. Will this be the race? Doesn't have too much left to go. And Omnipot is now awfully close to Edward. You can see Edward there in front of him. So Omnipot's looking to reach 2nd place. He's the one that's gaining time on Shorty, I would imagine. Let's see who got the best time right now. It is still Tween with 2 minutes 5 seconds 56 hundredths. We only got 5 players under 206, so that's quite interesting. We do have quite a lot of players on 206 though. Edward keeps his 2nd place here. About to enter lap 15 out of 22. That's a great turn from Omnipots. Really good turn from Omnipots. Gets a good start into this 15th lap and has now reached 2nd place. But he is 6 seconds. Oh, did Edward crash? Yeah, I think he crashed a bit. Where is Raggle? Raggle still a couple seconds behind, but will gain on Edward. Looking to reach the podium. Now Omnipots have got a 2-second lead over Edward. Shorty though keeps his focus. Don't think he's made any major mistake. Oh wow, that's a great time from Fuzzy. 2 minutes 4 seconds 87 hundredths. Great time from Fuzzy. I wonder actually if he maybe might not respawn in the checkpoints. I guess we could spec him and find out. So that is a very good time. Much quicker than 2nd place right now. So that makes me wonder. Perhaps Fuzzy has figured out these respawn checkpoints. He respawns in the first one. And let's see what he does at the 2nd. Because this would be Fuzzy's first time winning a best lap, so it's kind of noteworthy. Let's see. Yeah, see, so this is how we want to do it. You want to slow down and not respawn in the 2nd checkpoint. It is definitely faster. Fuzzy proves it. And it's interesting that no one else is actually doing it. So Fuzzy has figured it out, and that's why he got the best lap right now. Anyway, it's back to top 3. Edward still 2 seconds behind Omnipots after that mistake. Omnipots in turn 6 seconds behind Shorty, so nothing has changed in that regard. Here is Shorty, already past the roof hit. Just got the grass left and then will enter lap 16 out of 22. Still in the lead. Omnipots now entering the next lap. Of course, just one mistake is all it takes for Shorty to lose his 1st place. But this is definitely his race to lose at this point. If he can keep up a good pace, then he should be able to stay ahead of Omnipots, but it is not the easiest task to avoid crashing. Definitely not. It requires a lot of focus, even for the best players. Oh, I think Edward lost some speed here. Yeah, Raggle will gain some time once again. So Edward having some trouble with this part of the map. And still wanting to get that third place, of course. And could do it. Cocktail though is 6 seconds behind Raggle, so the top 4 positions are pretty much set in stone right now, unless something major happens. But otherwise, I think we are going to see those 4 players at top 4 when this race is over. Speed Need about 1 second behind Cocktail. Will of course respawn here. So far I've only seen Fuzzy not respawning, which is pretty amazing. Jerem also not doing it, neither is Tween, and here comes Fuzzy not doing it. And with that we'll gain some time on Tween. And we got Leo at 11th place right now, we got Alexor at 12th, Asensio at 13th, Ollie at 14th, Link at 15th, Siap at 16th, Paxmauer at 17th, Leandugu at 18th, Manta at 19th, Tommy at 20th, Jeffrey at 21st, and Dexter at 22nd. Looks like Omnipods has gained 1 second now on Shorty. Almost less than 5 seconds behind now. It's possible that Shorty is driving a bit safer now to avoid any major mistake, and Omnipus of course is not doing that. He might be driving riskier to try and catch up to Shorty. So we will have another close finish perhaps. Lap 17, not many laps left to go. Will Shorty be able to stay in front and take his first place? His first place I should say. Never taken first place before. Been second 8 times, been third 4 times. Never first. Omnipods has won the race 4 times. Edward has never been on the podium. 5th place is his best. But Raggle is close by, looking to be on the podium for the 3rd time. Right now we got 37 seconds between 1st and 22nd place. It's a very close race. Usually by now it should be over 1 minute, but yeah, still very close. And I guess that's also because of how many players are still driving. We still got 157 players, give or take, still driving in the race, and that is just amazing. Had over 200 players starting, which yeah, just owned the old record, crushed it. Alright, now Omnipods is 4.5 seconds behind. He is gaining time now. He is gaining on Shorty. Will he be able to catch up? That is the most exciting question right now. He's again over 5 seconds behind Shorty, so maybe Shorty has a better finish than Omnipods. Shorty has taken the roof hit. If you get a landing bug after the roof hit, then you could actually lose quite a lot of time with that, like half a second or so. Shorty still keeps a 5-second lead going into lap 18 out of 22. Edward now 12 seconds behind Shorty. So yeah, 1st and 2nd place definitely set in stone, but who's gonna take 3rd though? Raggle still close to Edward. Speed Need has now gone up to 5th place, but he's 7 seconds behind Raggle and 8 seconds behind Edward. You see Ollie with the top 2 local record, 2 minutes 5 seconds, 53 hundredths. But again, Fuzzy is outstanding since he does not respawn at the 2nd checkpoint. He's like 70 hundredths ahead of all this time. Here comes Shorty now entering the speed part. Still remains in the lead. Will respawn. Here comes Omnipods at 2nd. Then Edward a couple of seconds behind. Still keeps that 3rd place, just ahead of Raggle. And then it's gonna be a couple of more seconds here before Speed Need also enters this checkpoint. Now Omnipot is 5.5 seconds behind. Lost half a second. And even more than that. Must have made a small mistake. Might have clipped the wall a bit. That's an important mistake, perhaps. Shorty, of course, is happy with that. Gets a bit more space down to Omnipot. Now almost 6 seconds ahead. About to enter lap 19. Oh, that was a small mistake there from Shorty. Not the best turn. You see the other player there catching up a bit to Shorty, so we'll lose some time with that. Let's see here, Omnipot's much more speed through this grass turn, and with that is under 6 seconds. So a small mistake there from Shorty. Lost some time, but not too much though. Still remains in the lead. Edward keeps that third place. No, he gets a no drift! Edward gets a no drift and Raggle will pass him! Raggle goes up to third place. Edward again at that same turn. When Omnipots passed him for second, he also made a mistake in that same place. And then I think in the next turn, in the next lap as well. So he continues to have trouble with this section of the map. And now he's down to 4th place. Raggle has gone up to 3rd. Cocktail has taken over 5th place again, but it's so close here between Cocktail and Speedy Need. They are having a fight for 5th place, then 2 seconds down to Taskbot at 7th, and another 2 down to Tween at 8th. .43 seconds now between 1st and 22nd place. Remains very, very close. 154 players are still driving when Speedy Need respawns. He is now at 5th place again. Cocktail just behind him, very, very close here between those two players. But kind of want to focus now on the top because Shorty now 6.5 seconds ahead of Omnipots. He gains half a second again at the same part, like last lap. So that's also interesting. How Omnipots loses on time there. Now is Shorty about to enter lap 20 now, out of 22. Must feel pretty excited right now. Looking to win the race for the first time. Been so close so many times before. Here he goes into lap 20 and he sets a 6th local record with a time of 2 minutes 5 seconds 7900. So Shorty not setting that fast of a times, but it is his consistency which has brought him to 1st place. No doubt about that. And Omnipots almost 7 seconds behind now. Continues to lose time. And wow, Edward now 16 seconds behind, but is that 3rd place? Raggle 18 seconds behind, 2 seconds behind Edward. So Raggle went up to 3rd place but then lost it quickly after that, likely by some kind of mistake. So now Edward back to 3rd place and got some space as well down to Raggle. Will he be able to take his first podium position? That is the question. Here goes Shorty in the respawn. Omnipots follows. And then Edward 10 seconds behind Omnipots. There he goes. And Cocktail is not too far behind Raggle now. I mean, if Edward and Raggle continues to make some mistakes there, then it's not entirely impossible for Speedy Need or Cocktail to also reach the podium. So I wouldn't count that possibility out just yet. But we don't have too many laps left to go. Shorty deep into lap 20, soon entering lap 21 out of 22. Only 2 laps remains for THE Shorty. Ooh, that might have not been the best landing actually. See here. Yeah, I think Omnipot's got a bit more speed after that landing. Might be able to catch up a bit. Alright, Shorty now entering the second to last lap. Lap 21. And now we've got 7.5 seconds ahead of Omnipods. It's interesting here how Omnipods continues to lose time. I would have expected him to gain time, but no, Shorty keeps it up really nicely. Keeps a very good pace. And is actually extending his lead. Omnipods almost 8 seconds behind now. I think Omnipods will have to rely on a mistake from Shorty now. That will be the only way for Shorty to lose his first place. At this point. 8 seconds, quite a lot. He could also miss a respawn if he's a bit too eager. But should take it pretty safely in those parts. Here he is, soon entering that checkpoint. So if you respawn here too early, then of course you will get respawn to the previous checkpoint and lose a lot of time with that. That has happened to a couple of players in the past. But Shorty makes no such mistake, still keeps that 8-second lead over Omnipods, who tries to win for the 5th time, but it looks like he's gonna take 2nd, which he never has taken actually. He's been 1st and 3rd, I think. Yeah, he's been 4 times 1st and then 1 time 3rd, never 2nd place for Omnipods. This might be it though. Also, now that the race is soon over, I should mention that after the race is over, I will give out 2 stadium demo keys in my Twitch chat. I will ask 2 trivia questions about the race, and whoever answers first will win those keys. And they will last for 1 week with no restrictions whatsoever. So just be in my Twitch chat if you want to win one of those. Anyways, let's follow the race now. Shorty about to enter the last lap of this race. Still keeps that 8-second lead. Will he be able to keep it? Here's Omnipods entering last lap now. And then 3rd place still occupied by Edward. But it keeps being close between him and Raggle. Who's gonna take 3rd? Will Edward be on the podium for the first time? He enters the last lap now, but let's follow Shorty. Can he avoid any further mistakes? That will be key. If he does, then he is going to win the race. Finally win the race. I think he definitely deserves it. Just how many times he's been close to winning it before. Alright, soon entering the speed section. Does not miss the first respawn checkpoint. Keeps his 8-second lead. Actually loses half a second there, but can afford it. He can afford driving really safe now this last lap. Needs to make a major mistake. Does not miss this 2nd respawn either. And now there aren't really any places where you can lose that much time. I mean, you can get a landing bug in the roof hit, but that's not gonna lose you more than half a second, I think. You do see here that Shorty is driving really safe because these players are actually passing him with more speed. He will not take any risks. Omnipods now down to only 7 seconds behind. So Shorty taking it extremely safe. Knows he got that. He can do that with his lead. No need really to risk it that much. This jump, of course, if you don't make it, you could lose some time, but Shorty makes it perfectly. Omnipods still with 7 seconds behind. Shorty now just with a few turns left. About to enter this obstacle part with the roof hit. This turn here can be a bit tricky, but no mistakes from Shorty. Here comes the roof hit now. No mistakes either. I guess he can get stuck in that grass just before the ending, but I think he can afford it right now. Shorty about to win the race. Just got these last couple of turns left. THC Shorty will win fB's weekly race for the first time. GG. Congrats to Shorty. Definitely deserved to win it. And here comes Omnipods. It's gonna take a very good 2nd place. Congrats to him as well. And who's gonna take 3rd? Edward still in the lead. Just ahead of Raggle. I think Edward is gonna make it. Will be on the podium for the first time. Nice stuff by Edward. Congrats to him as well. Edward take 4th. Here comes Cocktail. Will take 5th. Looks like Speed Need made a mistake. Will take 6th. Taskbolt is gonna take a very good 7th place. Leo will take 8th. Jerem will take 9th. Fuzzy will take 10th. Able to finish now. Had his game crashed just before last week. Alexa will take 11th. Ollie will take 12th. Link will take 13, just ahead of Manta. Jeffrey will take 15. Tommy will take 16. Doom will take 17. Surge will take 18. Asensio will take 19. Dexter will take 20th. Leandugu will take 21st. Maxi will take 22nd. Then I will have to go here. Paxma will take 23rd. Surd will take 24th. Focus, also known as Massa, I guess, will take 25th. Salvi will take 26th. Henny will take 27th. Nymph will take 28th. Pain will take 29th. True will take 30th. Exi will take 31st. I missed a lot of players there, it's so close. Raylag will take 32nd. Camel will take 33rd. Yoda will take 34th. Scotty will take 35th. Kilburn will take 36th. Anna Sophia Rob will take 37th, no idea who that is. Turley will take 38th. FS will take 39th. Saviant will take 40th. Kavi will take 41st. Sammy will take 42nd. Saita will take 43rd. Elworma will take 44th. Moons will take 45th. Shapel will take 46th. Rit will take 47th. Wag will take 48th. Frail Shaman will take 49th. Station will take 50th. Coolting will take 51st. Mix will take 52nd. Ein will take 53rd. Sundra, I will see the finish off, will take 54th. Makusta will take 55th. The Wolf will take 56th. Firefish will take 57th. Kinch will take 58th. Min 2002 will take 59th. Haribo will take 60th. Marv will take 61st. Shock will take 62nd. Playday will take 63rd. Kenny will take 64th. Oh my god. Maka will take 65th. Mario will take 66th. Airwolf will take 67th. Kevin Strike will take 68th. Again, if you wanna chat, be in my Twitch chat. Stenboard will take 69th. Tugsel will take 70th. Blind will take 71st. Skid Racer is gonna take 72nd. Jerems will take 73rd. Misu will take 74th. Vork will take 75th. Chris is gonna take 76th place. Stanik for Panic is gonna take 77th. Tompa for PG will take 78th. Nexor for DNA will take 79th. Sona will take 80th. Mali Lesio will take 81st. Shadi will take 82nd. We got Ice 9 taking 83rd. Mogius takes 84th. Alphad will take 85th. Gerbe will take 86th. Rob 606 is next up, looking to take 87th place. Naki will take 88th. Deep will take 89th. We got Bal taking 90th. We got Sisi taking 91st. We got Loller still with a few turns left. Wow, first time. Gives me a chance to drink some water. So Loller, no, Target will take 92nd. Passes Loller will take 93rd. Unnamed will take 94th. Claleroy will come up next here and take 95th place. Snelle Jasper will take 96th. Inept is gonna take 97th. We got Pishy. Oh, huge mistake from Pishy. A lot of people here might be passing him. Yes, DJ will take 98th. Will anyone else pass Pishy? No. Yes, Lars will pass him as well. So Pishy takes 100th place. Vince will take 101st. And then we got Malignitas at 102nd. Again, 104 players is the previous record of players finishing, but we still got a huge amount of players still driving the race, so we are going to beat that for sure. So Malignitas will take 102nd. We got QE or something like that at 103rd. We got Dragon taking 104th. Fox Striker have lost some speed here, but looks like no one will pass. So Fox Striker will take 105th. Taurus just behind will take 106th. So we have beaten the record now. And we got Flauschki, I think, at 107th place. We'll take that position. Force next up. We'll take 108. Then we got X Dark DX taking 109th. Septac will take 110th. Crapple will take 111th. It's harder to say these numbers, I'm not used to them. Make Love will take 112th. RFG09 will take 113th. Ghost going very slowly here to the finish, but is going to take, or not, no, Boss will pass him. Ghost will take 115th place. Les Steve will take 116th. Then we got Sari up next, and we got a lot of players still driving, as you can see. Sari will take 117th place. Scary also taking it slow here in the end, but should be able to finish. We got 9 minutes left on the clock. A lot of time still left for people to finish. Scary will take 118th place. We got Opt 1-3 taking 119th. And we got Red Shock. I think this might be a new player on his way to the finish. And it's gonna take 120th, okay, some lag there, 120th place for Red Shock. Then we got Ghost from Australia, will finish the race as well, takes 121st. Subhuman, also a new player, I do believe, currently at 122nd place, just a few turns left to go. And we'll take 122nd place. Yeah, we are definitely crushing this previous record. Dara will take 123rd. Then we got Shaki next up for Rad. Makes a mistake there in the end, but no one will pass him. He takes 124th place. Then we got Molly, one of the lost the word. One of the hosters of the 24-hour road race, which I will be hosting September 6th. We'll take 124th place. Then we got Ben, who is doing something interesting here. He's driving the wrong way, so I think some players will probably pass him with that. One of them should be Max, or Mac perhaps, or Macro, I think. Macro X, I think his name is. Yes, Macro X will pass Ben, who's driving the wrong way. Oh, big mistake there from Macro X. But we'll take 125th place. Then we got Fluffy Mittens. He's gonna drive backwards into the finish. Ben still, yeah, I guess, I don't know what he's doing. Gatto is also driving the wrong way. What the hell are these guys doing? Yeah, not sure what's going on with these guys. They are driving the wrong way. QWERTY should be next up, but he is also taking the wrong way, maybe. Here we got a player. LRK5 takes 128th place. Actually, Ben also finishes 127th. Just took an alternative way. Gatto will also finish 129th. Here's Grungy Beach. Something like that. 130th place. Ahead of Wololo times 3. Takes 131st place. QWERTY on his way to finish as well. And we'll also take an alternative way, but will not make it. So yeah, we instead got their leader taking 132nd place. Wow, these numbers, man. QWERTY is trying to make a cut. And he's gonna take 133rd place. I guess I will allow that, that's not really a major issue. Alright, Mashal also driving. 5 minutes left on the clock. We got 7 players still driving. Tween is standing still, unfortunately. So I guess he was not able to finish the race. Or he quit. Alright, here comes Mashal. We'll take 134th place. Sydney still got a couple of checkpoints left, but I think is on the last lap. Pretty sure of that, so should be able to finish. Yeah, we definitely smashed the record this week. Really awesome to see. Had over 200 players starting, which is just amazing. Yeah, so thanks everyone for that. And now also looking to have our 135th player finishing. Previous record was 104, so just a great week, great race. Really cool. So currently following Sydney on the way to the finish line. Ooh, oh, okay, makes it. Almost flew out of the track. But will finish and take 135th place. And we got, who else do we have? We got typical doofus in the Netherlands. Let's see here. Is on the last lap as well. Should be able to finish with 3 minutes left to go. Not sure if all these players can finish. We just have to see. Keek should be able to finish as well. Then who else do we have driving? frostBeule might not be able to make it. 585 checkpoints. Got one more lap left to go after this. So I guess maybe if he drives solidly the last lap, he can make it. And then we got Quamples with 580 checkpoints right now. Still haven't entered the last lap. Might be too tough for him. And I think that's it though. Now we got Contus also driving, 532 players. I don't think he's gonna be able to finish, unfortunately. So where was I here? Typical doofus is next up. Getting closer to the finish line. And again, after the race is over, I will give out 2 stadium demo keys in my Twitch chat. And I will ask 2 trivia questions about the race. So just have a registered account. And typical doofus will have to respawn there. Will Keek actually pass him? Yes, Keek has passed. Another Dutch player. So Keek on his way to take 136th place. Or it's like Kike or something like that. Don't really know how to pronounce Dutch words that well. So Kike or Keek will take 136th place. Then we got typical doofus. Next up, 2 minutes left on the clock. These players finish the race. Typical doofus will do so. We'll also drive backwards to the finish. Alright, then we got frostBeule. Is on the last lap. Should be able to finish, I think. And that might be the last player though who will be able to finish. Because then Quamples might be too far behind. Let's see here if frostBeule will be able to finish the race. Actually, I should just save the replay right now so I have it. Takes a while because of all the players. There we go. Alright, let's continue following frostBeule now. 1 minute left on the clock and just a few turns left here, so frostBeule should be able to finish as well. That's great. And I think this should be the last player probably. Oh, just barely makes it. Does not have to respawn. 45 seconds left on the clock now. frostBeule just got this ending left. Pass. frostBeule is gonna make it. Takes 138th place. So now we just got Quamples and Contus driving, but Contus will definitely not be able to finish. The question is if Quamples can do it, but no, he's too far away. Only 20 seconds remains. This is gonna be it. Quamples unfortunately not able to finish the race, and neither is Contus. So those two players unfortunately not able to finish it, but maybe next week. There's always a race every Saturday. 4 PM CST. So that is the race. To summarize it, Shorty takes first. 8 seconds ahead of Omnipots, and Edward will take third. Best lap did go to Fuzzy, I think. Yes, Fuzzy wins with 2 minutes 4 seconds 87 hundredths. Did not respawn in that second respawn checkpoint. But that is the race. Thanks everyone for playing. We had over 200 players driving in the race, and yeah, 138 players was it that finished it as well. So really good numbers. Thanks so much for playing. Thanks for watching as well, and see you next Saturday.